Hey everyone, welcome to Sunday Night Live. My name is Kelly Farley. I'm an independent Stampin' Demonstrator in Karaka, Auckland, and we're going to make a card tonight. I'm going to use this paper that I've walked past like several times in the last few times that we've done a live. So, sorry, it's I didn't do a reminder. Gosh, it's been a bit of a day doing washing and all of that kind of stuff. And so I haven't had a chance to tidy my hair, so we won't be looking at that for very long, but do say hello if you are here. I'll just get it up on my screen so I can see if anyone's here. And so I'll mute that so we don't get lots of feedback. So please do say hello. I know that this is really annoying. I have to keep refreshing it. But we're going to make a quick fun fold card. So we all know, and I've seen on YouTube. I haven't done it myself, so we're going to learn together. Hey, Andrea, I was just thinking about you today, wondering how you were doing with your house and that you were probably going to be in the States sometime soon. Am I right in that memory? Yeah, I hope you're well. And I hope you're back in your house rather than living in the caravan. All right, I'm going to pop us down. Oh, I wonder what that is. I just saw a new button on my... Oh, I can ask questions on Facebook Live. There you go. All right, I'm going to flip you down and we're going to have a look at this card, which I haven't had one made previously, so we're going to make it together. I saw it on Melissa Faust, and she's an American demonstrator, and so I just got it on one of her shorts, so I think I know what I'm doing. Just back from the States. I wondered, are you back in your house? Oh, look, it's coming up on the screen at the same time as it's coming up on my phone. That's nice. Okay, so let me flip you down. We'll try and turn the camera around. My phone is right in front of and my lights have decided that they're not going to work, so hopefully. So we're going to use this, and what I liked about this design is that you actually can use a whole piece of 6x6 paper. These scenic ones are really amazing for that. This is the Splendid Autumn, which is still current, but we're going to, and I've got fresh Freesia because there's a little bit of fresh Freesia here, and then kind of splattered throughout the image of the paper. So I'm going to get my trimmer, which is there it is. Whoops, still not packed up properly from Stamp Club. Oh no. Oh, you poor things. I suppose at least you've got your camper van that you can be on your property. You don't have to be in a motel or something. All right, I'm going to go... I'm going to take a punt that this is the right way to go. So, normal card fold, normal card front. 2 3/4. Okay, and then we're going to go 11, 10 and a half. No, that would be really hard. And it's not like it's summer where you can kind of just like put a little tent up outside and put a table in there with some of your stuff to do some crafting. All right, we're going to say... I'm just going to double check. Hi, Maureen. Whoops, sorry, I just knocked that. I hope you don't get jitters or just like dizziness. What's it called? I just need 1/4. Yeah, well, there's this. Okay, so I quite like that bit there, so I'm going to take a little bit off here, and I'm going to cut my designer series paper. I'm going to leave it at 6, and then I'm doing, it works out to be 5 7/8. No, it doesn't. 5 5/8, which is, if I'm doing centimetres, is 14.35. Oh no. Hi, Alison. Oh. Well, that must be really frustrating for you. I'm really sorry to hear that, Andrea. Okay, so the first thing is I'm going to get some paper, because we're gonna try this, and it's my last piece. So I'm going to go 6 by 5. So when I'm trialing, because Melissa is an American demonstrator, so 6 by 5, 6 inches, which is 15.3. So we've got that. So that's our. What do I do here? 6. Okay, goes that way. Goes that way. No, that's still not right. What did I do? I just trimmed it there, and then is it still? Oh, that's not 6. It's 5 3/4. Well, we'll see if that works for us. I don't remember trimming that off. Okay, so I'm going to do this with 5 3/4. Which possibly is going to work better anyway, because their paper is 1/4 inch wider than ours. Alright, so what I want is this piece here. It's 2 3/4. And then 1 1/8. So if that's 1 1/8, then that might be 1 1/4. 1 1/8. So I just want to test this for my card base. Alright, so my thinking is, so if this is 2 3/4, then I'm going to score it at 3. So if I put that at 3, no, it's half of 2 3/4. Half of 2 1/2 is half of 2 1/2 is 1. Okay, so quarter, 1 2 3/8. Let's just see if I cut that. It's not quite. Yeah, just talk amongst yourselves while I work this out. Oh, that was nice that Hayden messaged you, Alison. 2 3/4. So if I'm to do half of that, it's going to be 1 3. Is that half? Yes. Okay, so I need to have a piece here that when I stick this on, yes, will cover this bit. So this is going to be let's double check. 2 1 3/8, because that is halfway. So we're going to score that. You know what? It's cardstock. If it doesn't work, we just try again. It just looks bigger because the American cardstock is bigger. And when you watch it on video, the cards always look bigger. Okay, so we've got this here. So we did 1, I didn't even check what that is in centimetres, because everything else is in centimetres. So 1 and 1, 2, 3 eighths is 3.5 centimeters. Okay, so then this should be 7. It is. It is indeed. So 7 centimeters is what we want here. And you need to cut this in the order, the sizes in the order that we need. So we're going to pop this here, and that's going to sit there like that. So I want 6.5 actually. That's 7, 6.5. Oh, cut it now. And that's going to sit there like that. Yay, it worked. And then we're going to need this bit here, which is a bit wide. Is that the bit that I need? No, I need the bit there. So if I put this there and I open this there we go. We're going to put a piece here. And so that will be no problem. Have a nice evening, Maureen. Okay, so that and that is, let's keep that there. So our first one is 6.5. Okay, our next one is going to be 3.5. So remember, we're keeping that lined up. So we're going to go 6.5, 3.5. And then we're going to use the rest of that. Alright, so I'm going to move my trimmer because that's nice though that he does. That's very nice that he does. So this is our card. Remember, we folded at 3 centimeters. Fold it back. Alright, so you get that flap and you're going to pop this on here. Alright, so we're just going to put some glue on this tab only. If you want to use, where is my glue? If you want to use tape or tape runner, you feel free to do that. I am a glue girl and I prefer glue. So I don't know why I put it on there. I never do that. Weird. Anyway, we're going to pop this on here, and we want it to line up. You're going to leave this side blank. Alright, so you're going to have that blank panel there, which is a bit weird, but we're going to do something with it. And then we're going to open it out, and it's going to lie flat like this, and this piece here is going to sit here. Alright, so it joins. Wouldn't it just be a whole lot easier if all of us used the same size card and the same measurement system? This would be so much easier. Oh, and it had too much glue. I'll get my embossing buddy in a minute and do something with that. And then this piece is going to go here, like so. So you can see when you open it, it's got it's a continuous piece. And we're just going to line that up, like so. I don't want to rip it. I've got my adhesive eraser. I'll just run that over, but I don't want to rip. No, I'm going to get my embossing buddy. So if you ever get too much sticky on your fingers, just grab your embossing buddy. If you don't have one of these, they're just like a little bag of corn flour, really. That helps with the anti-static when you're heat embossing. I'm pretty sure you can get a version of them from lots of different places. So I'm just checking. Okay, so then that goes like that. All right. Just burnish that again and burnish that again. I am not the biggest fan of this, so we're going to put a white panel there. And sweet bugs. Okay. So I know that I've been a little bit AWOL recently, so sorry about that, but it was really nice to see Jill, and so if I say that, it'd be 5. Jill and Alison, thank you very much for posting a card up on my page. It was really nice to see other people being creative. Nope. It's going to have to be that one. So, what did we say? 5. I might go a little bit wider actually. I'll go to 5.5. If I need to, I'll trim it down and we'll go to 9.35. Yeah, I've done that at 5.5 and that butts up really nicely next to the designer series paper, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to leave it like that. Okay, I'm going to pop this over some glue. Like so. And then we're going to move this out of the way. Excuse me. Oh gosh. That can go now in the recycling. And then what I'm going to do is I want to stamp here because I think it's pretty boring. And then maybe put my sentiment. And I'm going to actually. I think you're supposed to keep it open, but it's quite heavy. So this, what I saw it with was the lovely new Scenic Scenes Designer Series paper, which currently is out of stock at the moment, so we can't get it. But let's go first, and let's go with punch, and punch this out for our sentiment. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday that I've got. Is this one here, which was one of our product of the month. I just really like the font. I don't think it's available. Let me have a check. You do have to spend $150 and then it is $11. So, but I think it's one that's sold quite quickly. Come on. So from July, there's a new signing up system that they will be doing. You will sign up and get a voucher to spend, and then you'll get a special welcome pack as well, which is really cool. Which has got, that's not what I want. Oh, product of the month. That's what I want. Oh no, they've sold out. It's only this month and last month that's left, which is the Vellum and the New Wild Bunch. Okay, let me come back to you. Yes, it certainly could go down there, Andrea. I was thinking of like stamping it in the same colour. I just don't know what I want to stamp it with, because I don't really have flowers as such. Now, I'm running low on birthday cards, so most of my cards now are birthday at the moment. In fact, actually, let me see if I've got some ribbon that'll fit. So, when I've got a nice long stem like that, I just bring it into there, like so, and then I haven't even tested that this is going to work. Happy there, and this is what happens when I don't unpack from Stamp Club. Everything's still in my trolley, not at my fingers. So sorry about that. I'll grab my ribbon and see which one might work. Alright, and then we just flip it around and go the other way. Just make sure it's really cleaned off on the far side, the first side that you did, especially if it's a dark colour. So you want it to come off, not have anything when it comes off. And then we're going to fit birthday, hopefully, with a little bit of overlapping. Ah, perfect. Here we go. So, that. Feeling that I need to tidy as I go at the moment, because otherwise everything kind of feels like it's on top of me. So sorry about the delays with that happening. Alright, now I'm going to pop that there. And let's see, what else have I got here? Fresh Freesia. What about some butterflies? To Coneflower Celebrations sadly has been retired, but I still haven't decided if I'm going to part with it or keep it. Much chicken is there? Yeah, keep the chicken, but the dogs will be veggies. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp here. And I'm just going to use this butterfly. Just get kind of that tone on tone. Might need to re-ink my pad here. So it just gives something there. And then, I don't think I've got a fresh Freesia, but let's look for maybe what I do have that might work. See, I did it with one stamp and then I haven't done it with the rest. Okay, so let's have a look and see what I've got here. Petunia pop might work, which is also now retired. I'll keep those ones together actually. Those can go there. I feel like, let's see, that would be quite nice, I think, with the sparkle or the old olive. What do we think? Let's try that. Running out of desk space. Another reason that I need to clean up as I go. Okay, so we've got that. It could be a nice bow there. Or this rick-rack. Is it rick-rack? Zigzag. That or this. What do we think? So either the green green. I actually thought the petunia pop with the spark would be quite nice, but I'm thinking the green might be a bit better suited. What do we think, ladies? Pink. Is it covering? No, it's not. So when you open it, it'll be under here. So it'll be underneath that when you open it. So you're not going to see it on the inside, you're only going to see it on the outside. What about both of them together? How would that look? I am thinking that the green, because I think the pink on its own gets lost. So let's just see. I haven't made it long enough, but I know I have to tidy it up. Let's just see what that's like. Have to go right over, I think. No, not together. I am thinking the pink. The green, actually. I might put the pink underneath. I don't know. No one said there's no rule about having only one piece of ribbon on there, is there? So I think we put this here and don't pull it too tight. Don't get it caught on the nail. We could adhesive. That like that. I think. Oops. Like so. And just cut it off. There we go. What do we think? And then I might pop that there with this, because you're not always going to see the green, and I quite like this pink picture. I'm so sad this colour's gone. Petunia pop. It's such a pretty colour. Like so. Or is that too much? Might be too much. Cool, thank you. Oh, it is covering. No, that's because I have... it's covering that. That's going to be annoying, isn't it? Either that or it goes all the way over here. Okay, it's just on the edge. Oh no, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is too much. Okay, so actually need to make this smaller. The bow loop smaller, I think, because it's quite a curly kind of ribbon. And so I think if we make those smaller, I think, now they've curled up everywhere. Okay, so we're going to pop that there. Unless we bring it right over. Right on the edge there. Not sure about that now. Now that I know it goes right through the... I should have put it on before I glued the paper down. So note to self, if you're going to put ribbon there, put it on before you pop this piece of paper, designer series paper down. Because I'm not sure that I like it through there like that. I might just take it off. I'm not convinced. Oh, that was well done, Kelley. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. And then maybe we'll just have this over here like that with some of this behind it. Maybe that's how we include the ribbon. Yes. That is how we're going to include the ribbon. And we're going to do a little trick with our dimensional ends. Let's see, that should be long enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a corner one. So I'm going to pop this there. I'm going to pop this. Oops. There. I'm going to take that one off. Here. Back on. And I want to put this on. Oh, hello, Maisie girl. What are you doing? Like so. I'm going to take these on. And now that I've put them all the way over, they're going to need to go as far over as possible. Yeah. Okay, that's better. I'm happy with it. Oh. Somehow I managed to get glue on the back. There was no glue being put. Must have been on my fingers. There we go. Okay, so that's our card. So let's have a little clear away so that we can see what's happening here. Scratch paper. So that is our card tonight. So we have, when we open it, we have that. You could put a sentiment in there if you wanted to as well, but when you open it flat or you open it for display, it shows the whole piece of designer series paper. So mine was slightly short, but you use the whole width, the 6-inch width, and then just cut it down to the height of your card. You could have it match in the corners, or you could have it with a slight border around it. Scoring, we scored at 3 centimeters. Our designer series paper here was 6.5 centimeters, and then that was 3. Pretty sure that was 3. 3.5. 6.5, 3.5, and then this bit here is 4.5, but 6.5, 3.5 is 10, and 4.5. So there's there's like a little bit cut off the bottom at the side. And then just get a piece of white that matches right up to it to fit in the middle, and that is your card. Decorate it with however you like. But we've all got lots of designer series paper that using a piece of 6x6 paper up for the whole card would be really useful, so that we can actually use it and give it and send it. I have to get better at sending my cards and have a very large box. I just wish New Zealand Post wouldn't charge so much for me sending, which is, yeah, annoying. So, oh my gosh, we haven't done a wheel for ages. Alison and Jill, thank you very much for popping your card on my page. I think it was just you two. Alison and Jill. Oh look, you're already on my wheel. Look at me. Let me. Good luck, ladies. I've got some of the, what have I got? Designer series paper. That's the what do you call it? Product of the month. So I'll give you a sample of that. Alison, I'm sure you'll love it. It's blue. Lots of blue. Jill, I will send you a little packet of the vellum that I used last week. Let me know if you've already got it, and if you have, I'll have a look what else I've got that you haven't possibly got, and I'll send that to you. Alison, this is your one. Got your name on it from last week, so I'll pop that in the post for you. No, I won't pop it in the post for you. I'm going to try and turn this around and excuse the view. Yeah, I'll pop that around next time I'm coming past. Okay. Hopefully sometime this week. All right, I'm going to go. Remember that Facebook deletes all of our videos, all of our live videos now. So I'm uploading them to YouTube. Last week's is half done. Sorry, I got interrupted. So I will finish doing last week's and this week's. And it has all the supplies that I use as much as possible. So for something like the vellum, I can't actually list that as an option to purchase. So it doesn't have the order number and everything, but everything, all of the other products, because I try to use current products, will have the product number if you are interested in purchasing them. Anything else? Nope. New product of the month is super cute though, if you'd like to have a look at that. It is very slow internet is what it is. So if you are into cutesy or have little kids, this is the Wild Bunch. And I thought they were just super cute. And I like the little background elements and the penguin and the koala, all of them. I don't really have too many little kids that I make cards for anymore, but so if you make a purchase in my online store, if you don't purchase from me and you purchase from another demonstrator on their online store, then you have the option of purchasing that for $11 if you spend over $150. Okay. If I can help you with anything, please do let me know, and I will see you on Sunday next week. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.